YouTube, what is up? I'm here again with another video doing a high top fade with the eyebrow shape ups. I want to apologize for being away from YouTube for so long. It's because I was working on getting a better camera and a better light. But now that I got it, I will be back on YouTube posting a lot of videos, so stay tuned.
This is a homage beat.
Okay guys, to begin my fade, I start my first guideline with the no guard open, and I close the lever as I get lower to the bottom of his fade.
This is a homage beat.
Here I'm cleaning it up with my electric shaver just to take out all the stubbles and stuff that's in the way. Now you see that there's three guidelines. There's the skin, there's a little bit of hair, and then there's really dark hair on the top. So what we want to do is we want to take out that line first from the skin to the little bit of hair. And with that you just grab your fading clippers and you close it all the way. And now you see that that line is disappearing, adding more gradiency to the fade. Then I go ahead and I open my clipper just to hit that top line again, just to make sure everything's even and everything's all cleaned up.
This is a homage beat.
Then I grab my number one guard and I open it, and I go up about half an inch to an inch, depending on how high you want that fade to be. I go up a bit with the number one open, and then I close the number one and I work right under it. There's still going to be a line from the no guard open to the number one, but we'll take care of that in a little bit. Now I get my 1/16 and I take out that line from the open no guard to the number one close. You might have to play with the lever. Open the lever the higher you go into the fade.
This is a homage beat.
Here I got the number 1.5 guard. This is going to be the highest part of his fade. Once I hit the highest point, I'll close my 1.5 guard and I'm going to go right under it. Here I'm doing a little bit of clipper over comb just to take out some bulk going up to the top.
This is a homage beat.
I saw some dark spots still in his fade, so I went back with my number one and I just played with the lever, opened it, closed it, just to try to take out any dark spots in his fade. Alright guys, I already finished the other side of his fade. Now I'm working on his hairline. Right here I'm prepping the hairline. I'm grabbing my number one open. And I'm going with the grain just to take out any flyaway hairs and just to lay his hair down.
This is a homage beat.
Here I'm spraying his hairline with alcohol just to clean it up, take out any dirt, anything that's in the hair, any gels. It takes it out and it lets the hair lay down flat. And here I'm measuring up his hair. I like to start from the middle and I work my way to one side, and then I just work my way to the other side and just match it up.
This is a homage beat.
Here guys, I wetted his hair and now I'm just picking it out. I know it's going pretty fast, but it's just because I'm just shaping it up freehandedly with my liners. So like if you're not experienced in this, I wouldn't suggest you freehand it with the liners, because it's an easy way to mess somebody up if you don't know what you're doing. What you should do is just grab a comb, a big comb, and just do clipper over comb just to stay safe. But since I'm a little bit more experienced, I went ahead and freehanded it.
This is a homage beat.
Moving on to the razor, I don't use shaving gel. I think it comes out real crispy, just a dry shave.
This is a homage
I've
beat.
used shaving gel in the past and I'm not a fan of it. I don't really like it. I think it comes out crispier and cleaner when it's just a dry shave. But it's really up to you, whatever you're comfortable with.
This is a homage beat.
And here guys, take off his neck strip when you're done with it and just spray it with some alcohol so you can disinfect them. You don't have to go get a napkin or toilet paper or use a whole other neck strip. You can just use the one that you already used on him and just spray it with some alcohol and clean him up with that one. This particular client wanted me to clean up his eyebrows, shape them up, and just hit that line again that he wanted in his eyebrow. So here what I'm doing is I shape it out with my T-liners first. Make sure you're real careful here guys. Shape it out with your T-liners. And also you don't want to press too hard, especially my T-liners, they're zero gapped. So I really don't want to cut the person, so barely dabbing it. Just keep his normal shape. You don't want to make them too thin, too thick, whatever's normal. All the little hairs really is what you're taking out the way, just to make it look cleaner. If you are doing lines on clients, I suggest you do one side and then the other side of the line. It'll make it look more crispy. And then I go with my straight razor, shaping out his eyebrow. Guys, once again, if you're not experienced with the straight razor, I suggest you don't use it on his eyelids like I'm doing here. I'm just comfortable with the razor already. I've been using it for years, so it's like nothing to me. But if you're barely starting off, I suggest you don't try that until you're really comfortable with it. Okay, and then you spray that same next strip with alcohol and you clean up his eyebrows too. Make sure you disinfect them. Now here I'm going over with some shears to get any flyaway hairs or any hairs laying over that I didn't like that were in the way. I didn't get to get the finished product of his haircut just because when I tried to spin him around in the chair, my camera was sitting on the tripod and it kind of like went out of the frame, if that makes sense. So I just got a little bit of the final product, but hopefully y'all still enjoyed it and y'all still learned something from it. Thank y'all so much for watching.